I'm Eden. And welcome back. Do you want to hear a story about a man who listened to God and became the father of many nations? His name was Abraham. And Abraham loved and trusted God. Abram and his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot left their home in Ur and traveled to a place called Haran, where they lived a long time. One day, God told Abram that it was time for him to leave Haran.
Leave your home and family. Go to the land I will show you. I will bless you and make you a great nation. And I will bless them that bless you, and curse him that curseth you. Everyone on earth will be blessed because of you. Sarah, we must go where God is leading us. I don't know where, but I trust God. He has promised to make us into a great nation.
But where are we going, Abraham? Leaving everything behind, our home, our family, it is not easy.
I know, my love, but the Lord has spoken. He has always been faithful. Will you trust him with me?
If you trust God, I will too. But what about our flocks? Our servants? Where will we settle?
One step at a time, Sarah. God will show us the way. We only need to follow.
So, Abram listened to God. He was 75 years old when he left Haran. He took his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and everything they had. They traveled to the land of Canaan just as God had told them.
Uncle Abraham, are we almost there yet? We've been walking forever and my feet are tired. Are you sure we're going the right way? Everything looks the same.
Patience, my boy. God is leading us to a land he has promised, and his ways are always right.
I hope that day comes soon because my sandals are wearing thin. Can we at least stop for a little rest? Even the camels look tired.
All right. We'll rest for a while under that big oak tree up ahead. But don't get too comfortable. Our journey with God is just beginning.
One night, Abraham was sad, so God spoke to Abraham in a vision.
Do not be afraid, Abraham. I am with you, and I will bless you.
Lord, you have given me many things, but I have no children. Who will take care of my family after me?
Abraham, you will have a son. He will be your own child, and he will be your heir. Look up at the sky. Can you count the stars?
There are so many stars, too many to count.
That is how many children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren you will have.
Abraham believed God, and God was pleased with Abraham's faith, and the Lord counted it to Abraham for righteousness.
Look at the stars, Abraham. So many, there's countless. Sometimes I wonder why the Lord made them so numerous.
Because God is great, my love. He told me my descendants would be as numerous as these stars.
Abraham, we are old. How can such a promise be fulfilled? I have waited so many years. My body is worn. My womb closed. Maybe the Lord means for your children to come through another way?
The Lord's word never fails, Sarah. He has spoken, and he will do it. Did you not hear when the Lord said it? He said by this time next year, you will hold our son in your arms. Nothing is too hard for the Lord.
Even though they were old, God kept his promise. Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 90 when they had their first child, Isaac.
Abraham, he is real. Our son, our own flesh and blood. I never thought this day would come. Who would have said to me that I would nurse a child? And yet, here he is.
The Lord has fulfilled his promise, and his name, Isaac, which mean laughter. For you laughed when you heard the Lord's promise.
I did laugh, didn't I? And now, my laughter is full of joy, and all who hear of this will laugh with me.
The Lord has turned our sorrow into laughter. Our son, our Isaac, a testimony to the faithfulness of God. Thank you, Lord, for this miracle.
God wanted to see if Abraham truly trusted him. So he gave Abraham a big test. God told Abraham to take his only son Isaac, whom Abraham loved very much, and go into the land of Moriah.
Father, this is a long journey. Are you sure we have everything we need? We don't have a lamb. Every other time we've made an offering, we had one.
We have everything God requires. God himself will provide, Isaac. We must trust him.
I do trust God. But something feels different this time. Is there something you're not telling me?
Isaac, my son, faith sometimes means walking forward even when we don't understand.
God spoke to Abraham from the sky and said, Abraham, Abraham, do not hurt the boy. Now I know you love and trust me. Because you were willing to give me your son. Abraham looked up and saw something amazing, a ram. It was stuck in a bush by its big, curly horns. So Abraham took the ram and gave it to God instead of his son. God kept his promise and Abraham's family grew and grew. And you know what? We are part of Abraham's big family too. Abraham trusted God and we can trust God too. That's the story of Abraham, the father of many nations. Remember, when God makes a promise, He always keeps it. I'm Eden, and I'll see you next time for more Bible adventures from My First Bible Stories. Bye-bye.